Hi guys, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. I'm Masterath, and I welcome you to this. Yes, folks, welcome to Rogue Tower, a game made in 2022, published by Die of Death Games, and a game by A.R. Mason. So, Rogue Tower is essentially a roguelike tower defense game. We have our lovely tower there, as you can see, and we have to try and protect it from the baddies that are here to try and infiltrate the tower, I guess. It's your generic tower defense game with a lot of good stuff in it. It was released earlier this year when I'm recording this. It's literally only been out for 4 months. But I've been playing it quite a lot over the last month, and I'm really enjoying it right now. I think it's a great tower defense game, and it's one that I've, as I've mentioned, really gotten into recently. But yeah, this game, pretty much as you play through the game, it's roguelike, so essentially you have one run. If you die, that's the end of your run. But you get experience points, which allow you to get upgrades, and as you can see, I have gotten a lot of upgrades. In fact, I've gotten all of them. And my experience is huge right now. Anyway, let's play some games. We can do a single defense, double defense, or a triple defense. We will be doing all three of these in the playthrough. But we'll go for a single defense first. So, the reason for the different defenses is because that's the amount of paths there are to your tower here. Single defense only has one. So, we have houses. Every level of this house pays adjacent for tower defending gold equal to its current level. We have ballistas here. So, we're going to put these down. These are just single shot arrows, which are good early game, pretty bad late game because they're just too slow. Don't do enough damage. And we get the wave going there every time. I'm going to take banditry here. Enemies drop one more gold, but if they make it to the tower, they do one more damage. It's a risky strategy, but it's a strategy that might work. So, you get waves. You can essentially utilize your own waves. You can click to get your waves that you want. Ooh, I do like an obelisk. Uses mana to melt nearby enemies. I think I'll be taking that, because that's very good. I'm very much an obelisk guy. I do quite like an obelisk. But yeah, so waves start when you expand the map. And when you expand the map, you can either be happy or upset, because the map generation is RNG. You could get a really good one where pretty much this could loop round on itself, and the ballistas can actually hit. Or it could just go absolutely nowhere. I'm going to take Thermal Detonation. That's an upgrade for obelisks specifically. Deal +1 damage to armor. We haven't come across any armor enemies as of yet. The health bars for the enemies are in green. So these guys have health, only health. There's also two other types of defense or health in the game. There's armor, which is in yellow, and shields, which is in like a sort of a murky grey blue sort of thing. We'll be getting the armor shortly. Shields will be coming in a lot later. And for every enemy we kill, we get money for it. Ooh, sorcery's quite good. Regenerate 1% of your maximum mana per second. Sounds good to me. We now have +5 to mana. So, at the top, I might as well show the top there. So on the left is our tower's health. When that goes down to 0, we lose. The level, that's the wave we're on right now. There are 45 waves in the game. Also, we now have armor guys now, as you can see by the yellow on their health bar. So yeah, that's the level of wave we're on. So we're currently on wave 5. The score is simply score. And then we have our current gold amount. On the right-hand side, we have our mana. Mana is required for mana-based weapons. So, flamethrowers, poison sprayers, obelisks. They all utilize mana. It's good to keep that high. Ooh, another sorcery. Or a banditry. We'll take banditry. Right, I've not gotten lucky here, unfortunately. I couldn't have my ballistas hit those guys, unfortunately. But that's fine. So, paths have a chance to branch off into other paths. Which essentially means more enemies. You really want to have, if you're lucky enough, because it is based off very much off RNG. You really do want to try and keep your path as singular as possible, but obviously that's completely down to the gods of RNG, and we know how much they hate. We know how much they hate gamers. Let's say they hate people who play games. Does RNG? Anyway, that is wave 6 out of the way now. Lovely. Ooh, lifesteal might not be too bad. Nice. So, we get 1% of our... There you go, it's split. It's split there, so that means more enemies. Crap. Okay, never mind. So, yes, we just got lifesteal. Lifesteal gives us 1% of our mana every time we kill an enemy. By the way, the plus 5-S is obviously how much mana we get per second. So in this case, 5 mana a second from that. At the moment, we're not using anything that has mana right now, but we will be because we've already got the obelisk. The obelisk costs 1,000 gold, which is a lot. At the moment, I'm just trying to get as much money as possible by putting these ballistas around houses. That is going to help out. It does generate quite a decent amount of money there. And late game, it's really the only use for ballistas. This isn't looking good. Please kill them. Don't. Oh, no. Oh, God, that is awful. Oh, we got immolation. That's really good. All obelisks deal 25% burn damage. So, there are 3 types of statuses in the game which do damage. There is bleed, which deals damage to health. I'm going to start getting rid of these because I think I need an obelisk. Yep, that should do it. Obelisk. Let's put one there as a choke point because there is a bit of a walk where they have to do to get past the obelisk, and I don't think they're going to do that. But yeah, so bleed deals damage to health enemies, burn deals damage to armor enemies, and poison deals damage to shield enemies. There's the obelisk melting away. Obelisk is really good for getting rid of armored enemies. It's really good for armored enemies. But it's not great for shield or health, as you can plainly see. But as you can see, our mana's sort of going down, so we do need an upgrade on that. Ooh, a second immolation. Or a mana bank. Mana bank's better. So a mana bank for 300 gold allows us to essentially gain mana. It increases our maximum mana. It also increases our mana per second as well. So it's very good. I'm going to try and get some money to then generate some mana banks. Because we're not going to want one obelisk. We're going to want loads of obelisks. Okay, just waiting for a good amount of gold. Can I have more gold, please? There we go. Nice. Another ballista there. That's going to generate some gold for us later on. It does in the end even out, and you do get a good amount of money from it as your ballistas increase in level. So that is all good there. Just waiting for these slow guys to get in the way. But yeah, as you can see, really when it comes to when an area splits, you want to try and elongate one of them. Simply because then that means that they essentially, the wave turns into waves instead of them all turning up at the same time. I am going to change my priority. You can change your priority to whatever you want. I'm going to take a university because they're quite good later on. We'll get into universities later, I'm sure. But for the moment, it's kind of pointless. Anyway, you might see the +1 that I put down there. That is essentially the level of terrain. And what the level of terrain does is it increases range. I believe it increases damage as well. So you either get a 0, which is probably what most of the stuff's on. That is just a flat range and damage. +1, and then you got +2 and +3. The higher the range, the more damage it does. So I think my obelisk is on a +3 right now. So it's got quite good range. Also, I've set the priority to attack armor specifically first, then target progress. So how far they've made it. So that's going to help out quite a lot because ballistas can do quite good damage to health enemies. So I want to try and get rid of their armor as quick as possible. Burn! You burn. There we go. Nice. I'll keep with armor. At the moment, we're going for armor, so I might as well keep going with that. By the way, you might notice that my tower is actually increasing its health back up. That's due to something that I got. Essentially, I've got all the unlocks in the game called Fortification, which increases your tower's health by 1 every wave. It's quite good to keep you in the game if you need it. But there are upgrades you can get through during a run, which allows you to, like, for example, increase your maximum tower health by 3. Which is fine. It's good if you're in a jam, but I would very rarely use it. Alright, then I just burn in these sods. Going for armor first. That is very nice. Okay, so after that quite bad start, to be honest, we're actually looking a lot better. because we now have the obelisk there. Really could do with more mana, though, because +5 mana a second is just simply not good enough right now. We require more. We require more than that. Okay. Oh, sorry, I thought it was 300. Yes, actually 500. Ooh, I will take an anti-magic ray. That increases damage to shields. We're not at shields yet, but we will be very shortly. Okay, now spawners come into their play. Those little, sort of, I don't even know what you're supposed to call them. It's like the things on wheels, the very slow things with loads of armor. Yeah, you have to get rid of all of the armor, all the health, and it's essentially a machine for them. For our lovely enemies here. Once that goes, it spawns like four guys. There you go. And then they run. So, there you go. We're now dealing with spawners at level 12. Spawners suck. They are so annoying sometimes, and they get a lot worse later on. Right, I think that's good for money now. I might want to try and save up to get mana with Mana Bank. Because, again, +5 is not good enough. Or more sorcery might not be too bad. At least we've got a bit of lifesteal, so that's going to help out a little bit there. Obviously, you want to have to try and keep as much mana as possible, because if you run out of mana, your mana-based weapons aren't going to work. And that is a nightmare when that happens, especially when you have very little money. So you just all want to try and stockpile your money when you get the chance, just in case something like that happens. Anyway, I think we're about to win this level 12. Yep. Oh, that's a disease ray. That's poison damage. We're getting close to the point where we're going to be taking on things with shields. So that is incredibly important. Okay, let's get our first mana bank. It's actually 500. I think I might have said 300 earlier. But essentially increases our mana amount, our maximum mana, by 20. And gives us an extra mana a second. So they're quite good, actually. They are quite nice. Be prepared to see a lot of Obelisk in this Let's Play, because Obelisk is probably my favorite weapon to use, is an Obelisk. Essentially, Obelisk, Mana Bank, Universities. Universities, if you plant them in certain areas, we'll get to those when we see one, but we don't see one for a while. What they do is they have a chance of just increasing your tower's damage. And essentially, you can power them up to give you more of a percentage chance. These are for all of your towers, so obviously universities, you're not going to be seeing them very early on in the game. They're going to be turning up later, obviously, because if they turned up earlier, it would be way too overpowered. So they turn up, I think, like level 26 or something. I think they have a chance of turning up. Okay, well, that's a simple one. Only a couple of them made it to the obelisk. The ballistas did their job there quite well. Ooh, a second disease ray. Or a mana siphon. Ooh, I'm gonna take the mana siphon. The mana siphon, you put around those blue cubes, and you get yourself an extra mana a second for it. So, this is a good way to gain mana very quickly. It's a great way to gain mana very quickly. So there you go. Look at that. We're already on 17, 18, 19. 19 mana a second now. We shouldn't have any mana problems at the moment, since with one obelisk. I would like to put another obelisk down now. That would be the plan, to put down another obelisk. But as you can see, when it comes to attacking weapons, at least, when it comes to stuff that's not offensive, it stays at the same price. But when it comes to things that are actually attacking, like obelisk and ballistas, they will increase in price every time you use one, or every time you place one down. If you sell one, the amount will go down. So you can sort of negate that with that. But, yeah. Shooting and stuff. Yeah, a lot of these waves do get very, very slow later on. As you can tell, it already has, because there's 5 of them over there. I could probably kill maybe like 3 of them. And then the obelisk can probably deal with the other 2. That should be fine. Obelisk burning him. Now, there we go. Burn. Burn, you bastard. Burn. Okay. There you go. That's one down. Wow, the ballistas are actually doing a lot better than I was expecting. We might actually be able to take out 4 of them. That'd be quite nice. And there goes another one of you. And another one of you. And another one of you. Okay, there's just going to be one left. That's fine. The obelisk can certainly deal with just one. Especially when it's only on half health. And these guys just running straight to their doom. Getting me money. Okay, our tower's looking a lot better now. We're back up to 18 again from, what was it, 11 before that at its lowest. So we have been able to recover quite well. I don't think we're going to get enough money for another obelisk, but we're going to get close to the point that more than likely level 15 we'll be able to actually get another obelisk. And the obelisk murders you. And then, yep, you guys are all screwed. Okay. Ah, that's sorcery too. But lifesteal, though. I think lifesteal's probably better off. We're fine. We've got 19 right now. We're looking good. Right. So, when you get to, essentially, a 5 after 15, so a level 5 after 15, you get a boss. The boss is on his way now. It's Oogie. I actually don't want him to be there. What a place where you can get the most range? Probably there. That's probably a better place. So then we want to try and get rid of... Luckily, oh, yeah, we just saw him there, Oogie. He's a big, bulky bastard, is Oogie. Let's get another mana bank going. There we go. We have 20 mana a second and 240 maximum and 2 obelisks. That sounds right. That sounds about right. Should be able to be fine on that. There's Oogie. Top left, there he is. The big man himself, Oogie. Yeah, Oogie is big. I'm going to put you there, actually. I need to get rid of these guys as quick as possible. And then try and get as much damage in on Oogie as possible. I'm not going to put you on armor, because then that means essentially you miss Oogie completely. And if Oogie gets to your tower, game over. Doesn't matter how much health your tower's got. If Oogie gets to your tower, if a boss gets to your tower, it's game over. Alright. Burn, Oogie, burn! And get poisoned as well. Those really don't do too much because he's health-based, but still. Good damage, though. Look at that. I think my other obelisk will be able to kill him. Or this one might, actually. This one might. Oogie's getting quite close to dead. Oh, is he? Yeah, he's gone! We have killed Oogie! Brilliant! Brilliant to see. Okay, there is still one of those transporter things coming towards me, but that's fine. We can certainly deal with that. Burn! Everything burns and poisons. We're in a good position right now. We've got poison ready for the shields that are coming up next wave. So we're fine with that. We've got quite decent burn damage. I mean, health is probably the biggest issue right now, I think, with these obelisks. Okay, nice. I will take a second immolation, why not? Anyway, when you beat a boss, you get a treasure chest. Oh, I'll take a fortification, why not? I'll take another fortification, I guess. I want to try and keep the, because the other stuff were items, or abilities and weapons and stuff. I want to try and keep it as low as possible, because then, essentially, the upgrades you're going to get are more than likely either the starter ones of those, or they're going to be upgrades for things that you actually have and could need. Anyway, here come the ghosty things. These have armor, as you can see. Oh, these have shields, and they are very, very durable. Luckily, I think dealing with 2 shields there. Ooh, our mana... okay, our mana's holding out, but we could do with some more. Our mana is holding out. It's staying at a sort of certain level, but we could certainly do with some more there. Just in case we get all 3 going, so we could do with maybe some more mana banks at some point. I mean, you've got 21 mana a second, that's fine. Hoping for some more blue cubes so you can get some more mana siphon going. Okay. Let's get another mana bank. There we go. 22 mana a second, 280 maximum mana. It's more of you, the ghosties. Don't like you guys, but to be honest, there are a lot worse later on. There you go. Now you've got nothing but health. You're dead via ballista damage. Okay, yep, come over here so you can get attacked again. A lot of ghosts around. Luckily, essentially, when they get past one obelisk, they're right next to another one. It's quite good. There goes you. And there goes you. You're next. I'll be able to kill you in time. Well, while you're over there, I'll just kill him. There you go. Nice. Get rid of them as well. And I'll take another mana bank, thank you. 24. Sounds good to me. And there we go. Lovely. Ooh, scholarship's quite good. All universities get plus 5% to bonus to research. Not useful now. Could be useful later, though. Yeah, we got a lot of branching paths now, so we want to try and increase one of them as much as we can. Just so then that doesn't become a big problem later on. Okay. All right, getting mana. Getting mana is the key here right now, especially with the obelisk strategy. We need to try and get as much mana as possible, and if enemies become too tough or there's too many of them, we would wish to try and, well, get more obelisks, really. Okay. Can't wait to get universities, because then that's going to start, because I'm going to essentially plunge a lot of money into those universities. Try and get at least the chance of getting more base upgrades. Because how universities work is, essentially you get a percentage chance of it activating, and if it activates, it will give you a stat upgrade in either shield damage, health damage, or armor damage, depending on which one went off. And sometimes all three can go off, for example. So, yeah, they're really good, but they turn up later, a lot later in the game, which is completely understandable. There's a really good reason for that, which is, as I mentioned earlier, if they turned up like level 2, they'd be overpowered as hell. All right, nice, 27. 27 mana a second. Ooh, they actually are getting quite close. Ooh, I might need another obelisk at some point, because these guys are getting quite close. Ooh, this could be a problem. Okay, can I at least kill one of them? I'll take getting rid of that. Oh, one of them's on health only. Okay. Okay, should be able to deal with this then. That's risky though. We need another obelisk, I think, at some point. Okay, you're gone. Whew, okay. Just those ones at the bottom there. Right, well, you're dying very fast. There you go. And are you going to survive? No, you're not. You're just not going to survive at all. You're going to burn. And I win! Ooh, scholarships again. Very nice, very nice. That's now a tender research. Ooh, mana siphon stuff. Very nice indeed. Give me more. There's nowhere else really can go. That's fine. Okay. A couple of fast guys coming up. So now they're bringing in bats. Bats are low health, but they are very quick. They can catch you off guard. But they are low health. Oh, I don't want a university. I want a mana bank. Give me a mana bank. Give me another mana bank. Okay, 32. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. So unless I get certain things you get with upgrades from the university, I'm probably going to try and save for an obelisk now. Or get sorcery, actually, because I'm only on sorcery 1. Actually, that's a thought. I'm on sorcery 1 only, and it goes up to 3. And I've got 32 mana a second, so if I get another sorcery now, that's going to be incredible. That's going to boost my mana tenfold. Since I've got so many mana banks. That's going to be great. It's going to be great. Okay. Yeah, this one's looking a lot better. This one's looking a lot better. One of the ghosts is on half his shields. He's now lost all his shields. He's dead. Let me just kill all those. Okay, you should die as well. Oh, no, there's still stuff to go. Okay, let's get another mana bank going. 33. Very nice. There's you. Get rid of them. There's what? 3 ghosts? 3 ghosts I can deal with. I can deal with that. I mean, one of them's already nearly dead, so, you know, that's a plus. There you go. Didn't even make it round that corner. Couldn't even make it round the corner, could you? No, you couldn't. Okay, another mana bank for me. I am hoping on sorcery. I want sorcery. Sorcery would be lovely right now.